48 hours for the first 48 hours this week. And during our live session yesterday, we came to observe the continued buy pressure around that 1.282, which was a concern for sellers at this point in time. And one thing we noticed here is that as soon as price got into this area, we saw how it became difficult for sellers to break through that structure. So we saw the first breakdown. We saw the first attempt by sellers to break down, which failed. We saw the second one here on Monday. It failed. And of course, during yesterday's trading session, we saw the same thing happen around this area. Now, I told us all yesterday that if this persists, that we want to be looking out for buying opportunities above the 1.28400 level, which happens to be our key level for the week. And you know how we do it in this community. If price action remains above the key level, we of course want to be looking out for more opportunities to buy, or looking out for patterns and structures that will support the idea of buying. And I told us yesterday that we want to be having our stop losses wide enough that it should be anywhere below this demand zone, so that we can give enough room for the volatility that is existing in this particular market. And since yesterday, in fact, price has continued to move to the upside, and remember, we had levels like the 1.284, which was our first buy position. We also had levels at the 1.2849, and then had the 1.28700 level. So for now, you must have a minimum of 3 positions running in profit at this point in time. And it was this morning I also added another position level to maximize the potential of this move at the 1.2900 area. Now, if you still have a buy position running right now, and for those who took advantage of this opportunity, well done to you for being on standby, as you will have a minimum of 80 pips running in profit. That's if you took only the first position, and if you took on this multiple entries, the second one is running with about 70. That's a total of 150, and the third position is currently running with about 50 pips. So you should have approximately 200 pips running in profit at this point in time. So once again, well done to everyone who has been part of this profitable journey. Now, going into today's trading session, while I was trying to decipher what could happen ahead of the Fed's announcement today, I was able to spot another level at the 1.2900 area, another psychological area, which was initially being rejected by the sellers at some point. We saw this happened during the later part of the New York session yesterday, before the final breakout of the structure happened, triggering another position for me. Now, for those who had missed out on this opportunity, well, I would advise you to remain patient at this juncture, as you all know from a technical standpoint that when price breaks out of a key structure such as the 1.29 we have here, there is a likelihood that price could still come back and retest that structure with the anticipation of an uptrend continuation. So if you had missed out on this opportunity, let's wait and see if the market will present new structures for us to be part of that trend continuation to the upside. So we are going to be looking forward to a retest of the structure to capitalize on that uptrend continuation. Now, if price action does not go that far, that is, price does not retest the 1.29 and continue to climb higher highs, then we are going to be looking out for uptrend trend continuation patterns. We could look out for something like a consolidation phase around this area. It could come in the form of a bullish rectangle, a pennant, or a flag pattern, where the breakout of the resistance line will welcome more buying opportunities. So we want to keep all these possibilities in mind while we continue to monitor price action here. So these are my views here. I still remain bullish on this one. Now, the only thing that will make me want to consider selling the GBPUSD today is for price action to break down the 1.2900 level, and I begin to see that buyers are finding it difficult to climb back above the 1.29. Then I want to consider selling the GBPUSD. So if this does not happen, we are going to remain bullish on the GBPUSD. So these are my views here on this asset. If you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to let me know in the comment section. So I will be taking the next 10 to 15 seconds to see if there are any questions before we move on to the last instrument for today.